Hi, my name is Grady from SuccessBuildingBlocks.com, and I want to welcome you to this video. Today I'm going to talk about why I'm doing this video series, what you can expect, and a little bit about myself. Uh, so I'm going to start off with that last bit first, a little bit about myself. Um, I'm currently employed as a server, although I am working on doing other things to build an income so that hopefully one day I don't have to do that. And um, I, for much of my life, I have felt like I have just been um, adrift. Like I haven't felt like I knew where I was going, or if I knew where I wanted to go, I wasn't seeing how to get there. And in some ways I still feel that way, but in other ways I feel like I am making progress, and I wanted to be able to share those uh, experiences with other people. Uh, one thing that I have accomplished in my life is I a few years ago I was doing an event called NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. And the goal for NaNoWriMo is to write a 50,000 word novel in 30 days. And it's quite an achievement. It's something that's not easy to do. Um, it's something that some people try 3 or 4 times before they're able to succeed. And yet, I am probably one of the few that can say that I have completed every single one that I have attempted. Um, So far, I have done 8 of them, and I have made it to 50,000 words all 8 times. And um, about almost 3 years ago, I was getting the opportunity to look at a product, and one of the things that I was looking at the time, um, one of the things that I was getting to look at was some self-help information. And I got to thinking about that and the fact that I have a desire to help people. I've always had a desire to help people with different things that I have been, I'm always constantly sharing things that I've learned and figured out with different things that I'm doing, and I've always kind of tried to help other people to reach that point of understanding with their tasks as well. And I got to thinking, between that and realizing that I had, because I had done at that point 5 times uh, completed successfully NaNoWriMo, um, I decided that one of the things I needed to do was to start taking a look at how what were the things that I was doing in NaNoWriMo to be successful, and what was the things I was doing in other areas of my life to be successful that I could apply to other areas of my life so that I could start to see more success in those areas as well. And while I have, in doing the site, it has helped me over time to become a little bit more sure of myself in certain areas. But um, one thing that I have kind of lacked is consistency. And a part of that probably has to do with accountability and not really feeling like I'm connecting with people. So that's another part of the reason why I wanted to do this video series. I wanted to use it as a connection tool and as an accountability tool. By being accountable, by taking time to share what I am learning with you and other people, um, it helps to reinforce what I am learning myself, and it also keeps me, um, it gives me that sense of because I want to share it with you, that I need to make sure I understand it myself. And so, you know, by starting to do this series, if I go for too long without doing something, then I would start feeling like, hey, I need to get back on doing this. And as more and more people begin to watch the videos, I would hope that they would say, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. When are we going to get to see another video? And that will help to reinforce my own feelings of the fact that I need to start doing something, that I need to take action. And that's one of the things that that's one of the uh, themes that I'm going to make this year about, is taking action. And creating this video series was one of those steps of taking action. Um, if you haven't guessed by now from what I've been saying in the last few minutes, what you can kind of expect from this video series is me sharing things that I'm learning. I am not an expert on anything. I don't have a degree in psychology. I have not really studied self-help. I have not really studied life coaching. Um, I don't really have a whole lot of real-world experiences other than the things that I can look back in my life and see where I have had some successes. And I think if all of us were to take a look at our lives, we would have those moments where we could look back and say, that was something I did that I'm proud of, or this over here, I did a great job on that. It's something I completed, and I did very well with it. And what we need to do is to start taking a look at, we want to take a look at two things. We want to take a look at the things that we have done well and examine those for the things that, to see why we did well with those things, so that we can repeat those things that we did well in other areas. And then the other thing we want to do is we want to take a look at our failures to see how we can improve on them the next time that we have that situation. Um, a failure is not really a failure unless you give up. Okay, and there are times when you may want to give up. There are situations where you may realize, hey, this goal that I'm working toward is not what I really wanted. After all, I thought I wanted it, but the more I get into it, the more I see it's not really what I want. That's okay. There is nothing wrong with that. But that's acknowledging that is acknowledging that's not something that you any longer desire. And to me, that's not really a failure. But what is more of a failure is saying, when you get to a point where you say, I haven't gotten what I wanted, I'll never get what I want, and just give up because you're never going to get it. It's one thing to give up because you realize you no longer desire that thing. But it's something else entirely to give up when you do still want to achieve that objective. Because as long as you feel like you want to achieve it, the only way to fail is to give up. And so what we want to study our failures for is, what did we do wrong, or what could we have done better to have success next time? I have been a server for 10 years now. And one of the things that I have learned over the course of my serving is oftentimes it's not really big changes that we need to make that can make big improvements. Uh, Sometimes all it is just a little tweak here and a little tweak there that can make huge improvements. For example, for a long time, I was struggling with having problems with orders that were incorrect. And in the last 6 months or so, I have really cut down on having incorrect orders. And a large part of that, all it was just slowing down when I was going in to enter the food and just taking that, even if things were going crazy, even if I knew that I had 100 other things that I needed to do, if I just cleared my mind of everything that needed to happen for just a moment and focused in on what I needed to, on what I was doing, on entering in the order, that I was able to enter in that order more correctly the first time and was able to get it out correctly without having to make changes. Now, I'm not perfect on this. Okay, I still make mistakes quite regularly, but I don't make mistakes as often as what I did. And one of the things that I've noticed is as I made fewer and fewer mistakes, I felt more and more relaxed. I felt better able to take care of my guests, and as a general result, my percentage of income of tips got better. And that's just like one example. There's 100 other things that I could point to of little tweaks over time that have helped me to be a better server. And I'm not here to say that I am perfect at serving. I'm not here to say that I am perfect at being and guiding you to helping you reach your goals, whatever your goal may be. I want to be here to be an encouragement for you to reach whatever goal you want to achieve. And odds are I probably don't know much about some of the goals that you want to achieve. But one thing I know that I can do is I want to be somebody who can be there and encourage you, whatever goal it is that you're trying to reach. If you want to find out more about me and Success Building Blocks, you can go to successbuildingblocks.com. Just like it sounds, all one word. Just type it into your browser. I'll even have a link in the notes here, so you can just click on the link. And in the coming weeks, I'm going to be adding on an email opt-in form whenever I get that up. If you would subscribe to the email list, I will keep you updated on what information is coming out from Success Building Blocks, including more videos that I'm going to be doing, and keep you updated on posts I'm doing, and give you some tips and tools that I feel can help you in reaching your goals. I'm going to share some of my stories in these videos. I'm going to try to make these videos as personal as I can, talking about whatever topic I've been talking about that week. And hopefully that these stories will help to illuminate what it is that I'm talking about and sharing. So this is Grady saying so long for now, and I look forward to seeing you both here. If you like this video, if you like any of my videos, please feel free to share them, like them, comment on them. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you next time.